So last night, I'm on thing. Said fans are celebrating Henry Cavill. It's on Twitter. It's on the top like it's a freaking holiday. All right, this is how much Twitter, at least, wants to see the guy. And you can look at his old thirst tweets. You can see he was low-key super famous and super popular, but like I said, after The Witcher, after the PC video, there's no reason this guy shouldn't have been signed to do every stinking movie in the world. The Snyder Cut comes, people are talking about it, still want another Superman movie. They still want Henry Cavill. They start talking about this black Superman. Even Michael B. Jordan says, well, there's another type of Superman that's not Kal-El. So that he thought that would be the best way if they were going to do anything, because he knew himself that it would be easier that way to not piss anybody off. And you could still have Kal-El and this other guy. I don't even know the other guy's name. What did they say it was? I don't know, something. But it's a completely different Superman. So you could have both. Put it that way. So this morning I get up again. I'm looking at the Twitter, still have, Henry Cavill Day. Fans are celebrating Henry Cavill's existence, and there's all these tweets about people wanting him to be Superman. We love him as Superman. I was watching a movie, fell asleep, wake up, go. All of a sudden, I'm seeing videos saying that they announced they're definitely going to make this black Superman Kal-El, and I couldn't laugh, and I was like, are they doing this on Henry Cavill's birthday? Does this make sense? How much do they hate this man? I mean, as time's gone on, I'm like, this guy must have done something to somebody. He must have killed somebody's cat, or, you know what I mean? He must have, went on a date with somebody and not called, or, I don't know. He must have pissed somebody off somewhere, or I don't know. Then I started thinking about Warner Brothers and how they're a nightmare, and how they, got rid of Johnny Depp from the, the Harry Potter type movies, because they got rid of him for being abused by Amber Heard, and they kept Amber Heard in the Justice League, and I'm just like, I don't understand anything. None of this makes sense. Henry Cavill should have had a second Superman movie, or that should still be open. If they were going to cut him out, they could have done that a couple years ago, freed the man, so he could have made all the freaking rom-coms and romances I'm talking about. Could have been Bond before white people weren't allowed to be cast in movies anymore. Nothing is making sense. I'm sitting there, and I couldn't help laughing at the absurdity of Warner Brothers low-key making an announcement through the Hollywood Reporter that they want Henry Cavill to basically die in a fire on his birthday, because if he fell into the candles on his cake, they'd be like, yay, because there's no reason to do that level of douchebaggery. So somebody there hates him, or everybody hates him, or something. Maybe he won't play the game. Maybe he really is a jerk. Maybe that little twinge of something that gets to me about him that says that he's maybe not, there's something disingenuous there. I don't, whatever that little thing is that made me not completely be a fan, maybe there's something to that. But I mean, if I hated somebody that much, I would still make the announcement tomorrow when it's not his birthday. You doing that? That's like, send the guy a dead fish in the mail. It's ridiculous. I've never seen anything like that. I don't know what these movie studios are doing. Like I said, Zack Snyder, if they did that to him, I'd do a little dance, because, I mean, like I said, I follow a lot of websites. I watch movie websites. I'm a nerd more than a geek, but somewhere in there, I subscribe to Geeks and Gamers, and I have done, and I watch those kind of channels. I was in the live stream when Zack Snyder lured everybody there under the guise of raising money for charity and decided to call all of us white supremacists in a roundabout way by saying, hey, there's no place for hate. You can see those videos. You can see how livid I was that day. So Zack Snyder deserves some revenge served cold. But I don't know what the hell Henry Cavill did. I don't know what the hell's going on. It makes no sense from a business standpoint. Everybody who likes Superman likes the guy in the role. They're like, hell no, we want nothing to do with him. We're not going to tell you why, but we're going to pull this shit on the man's birthday. They're only making themselves look bad, and it almost seemed, because the thing, like I said, I saw that fan celebrating Henry Cavill's birthday thing 7 o'clock last night, and it was going live at 7 o'clock, and then I'm trying to figure out, I'm like, oh, that's the time difference. So it was like Twitter was really making Henry Cavill's birthday like an international holiday. And this announcement comes today, at least 12 hours after the Twitter celebration of the birth of Henry Cavill started. And it was like they wanted to make sure everybody knows how much they hate his guts. Explain to me this movie business. Explain to me what's going on. I know they have agendas. I know they all do. I know especially the superhero movies, whether it's DC or Marvel, they're really trying to do the woke thing. They're trying to do all this stuff that is putting forth an agenda about race and gender and all this stuff. And they repeatedly get feedback from the fans on social media how much the fans hate it. How much general people hate all this race and gender shit. And they double down and triple down and quadruple down on it. And they fire people the fans love. They piss people off. Like I said, somebody like Johnny Depp goes through a whole trial, and then they fire him and keep his abuser who tried to ruin his career in a case of who farted, saying he abused me when she abused him. Nothing they're doing makes sense. This is already too long. I'll have to do another People Aren't Making Sense about everything else going on. But there used to be an adage in entertainment. You got to give them what they want. Now, these film studios are saying, oh, that's what you want? We're definitely not going to give you that. You want entertaining movies that have nothing to do with the real world? We're not going to give you that. We're going to give you politics. We're going to give you agendas. We're going to give you narratives. We're going to do everything from Woketopia. We're going to force feed you our social justice bullshit. When in reality, all you people out there in the world, you all live together. You all get along together just fine. But we're going to tell you that you're all racists. And we're going to educate you over and over again with our bullshit that none of you want. We will listen to fans of all races and all genders, and, from the LGBT community, from all the minority communities, saying, well, we just want good movies. We're going to hear you all say that. And we're going to ignore that. And force feed you more political BS. Because, I don't know. That's why this doesn't make sense to me. You have a product people like, you give them more product. Back when I was growing up, if somebody liked Rocky, what'd you do? You make a second movie that's kind of almost exactly like it, and what happens? Everybody comes again. And then you make another movie with the same guy, doing the same kind of thing. There's a montage, there's great music. Eye of the Tiger, put Mr. T in it. What happens? Everybody comes back again. You don't say, let's do some politics, let's throw in some nonsense, let's make sure there's enough whatever's in there, let's have a political campaign in the middle. No. everybody got along fine. Everybody used to like going to movies together. Everybody looked up to people who didn't look like them. We enjoyed ourselves. We were all friends. We're still here. And we still just want to see good movies. What is this bull crap that they're constantly doing every 2 freaking minutes? They're gonna make another stupid mistake that nobody wants to see, do something else, and the fans go, what the hell? The fans give them the immediate feedback. We don't want this. Don't make these changes. We liked it the way it was. Don't get rid of that guy. We like him. Yeah, okay, you want to make a movie? Go ahead and make a movie with a black superhero. They're all saying this. And they're like, no, we got to get rid of this guy. We have to do this. We got to do it this way. We got to get this guy who people think is a bad dude, who is maybe hates white people, to write this. And we don't know who the director's going to be, but J.J. Abrams is going to be the producer, because I don't know why. I'm not a big fan of J.J. Abrams. I don't like the way the Star Wars movies have gone. We did a video about that too. And it's almost as if they're saying, whatever the fans say they want, we're going to do the opposite. Like parents using reverse psychology on their children or something. But they're not our parents. They don't need to teach us anything. They don't need to educate us. They don't need to, I know that's not a real word. They don't need to teach us anything. A lot of us are old. We know a lot of shit. We've been around. We've lived lives. What are they doing? Because there was not too long ago, they pissed off Christopher Nolan. He was all pissed off because they were having everything go to HBO Max. They didn't consult them. I mean, the outside world, the world of politics, the world of lockdowns, none of this stuff makes sense. Everybody who's in some kind of power, everybody in decision-making positions, the media, anybody in politics, they're all telling people, oh, that's what you want? Well, tough shit. You're going to take what we're giving you. And basically, they're all telling everybody you're going to eat shit and like it. What kind of business model is that? Why do they think that's going to work? Do they really think they don't need any more money from the fans? Do they really think they can just make products as propaganda, and it doesn't matter if people want to pay for it anymore? Whether they want to pay for movie tickets in a theater, if there's still theaters, or whether people, do they really think that people are going to just get the streaming services anyway, when it's only a bunch of shit they don't want to watch? A bunch of shit that's talking down to them and telling them what they need to think? Do they really think they can continue to exist without customer dollars? Because it seems to be that they have decided they are going to just transmit propaganda. It's no longer about entertainment. It's no longer, I mean, theaters come back or not, it doesn't seem like they care about what we would have called box office. If they don't care about streaming revenue, I may have to cut this in half. It's 40 minutes. Oh my God. What is it with my mouth? It just goes. It goes. Oh my God. And I thought I was going to make a second part already. This is, oh my God. Oh my God. Okay, so none of it's making sense. Nothing makes sense. I should do a whole series of this shit don't make sense, because there's so many things in this world that don't make sense right now. I don't even make sense. I'm not doing what I should be doing. I'm sitting here making a video because this is the shit on my mind. I should be planning for my own private end times over here. And I can't. My mind isn't on it. My heart isn't in it. My heart is sitting here going, why are they ruining where my brain used to is what this used to be my playground. They're ruining everything. They're ruining. I can't march forward in this world if the distraction that used to take me away is a freaking hot mess, and it's just causing strife instead of being the comfort zone, being in the war times. When my mom was a kid, you know, she was born in 1934. She saw movies like Singing in the Rain and shit like that in the movie theater. They came out of the theater singing, right? These people had no money. The movies were an outlet. You talk to anybody who's from the older generations, the old movie directors. They were kids. They went 19 cents. It made the world a livable place. Their troubles were gone when they were in that theater. In those harsh times. We're in harsh times now. And what do our movies do? What do our entertainers do? They double down on politics, and they remind us of how bad and shitty everything is all the time. Woke, woke, woke. None of it makes sense. Somebody tell me right now why, in this case, they have completely ignored everybody who wanted Henry Cavill to be in Superman. I said, nope, sorry. No more Henry Cavill Superman for you. The guy named his dog Cal. The dog's adorable. Make it make sense. And I said the same thing about him with his stupid traveling situation with the Queen. I know I said that already. Nothing's making sense, as I said before. What I meant when he had we were all supposed to be in lockdown, but certain people were able to have a visitor come live with them. Nothing going on is making sense. What's coming through the TV, the world we're supposed to be living in compared to what's actually happening. I really would just like to know what's going on. And today, on Twitter's International Henry Cavill Day, celebrating the birth of this guy, the WB was like, oh yeah, watch this, bitches. Oh my God. Everybody's showing their ass. The world isn't bad enough. Everybody's got to show their ass. Please, people. Let's get some decorum in these end times. Let's go out with some kind of self-pride and decency. Come on. Let's get together and be decent. Let everybody be themselves, be an individual. Everybody wave your freak flag again. Stop being in a herd. Let everybody be themselves. Celebrate the individuals. Let people like who they like. Give them what they want. Cut the shit. Stop forcing your ideals onto other people. Stop canceling people because they don't live up to your standards. Cut it out. Just all this bullshit has to end. Let's be real again. Everybody.